What's up guys, and welcome to Mickey's Munchies Kitchen. Today we're making Mickey beignets and mint juleps, just like the Mint Julep Bar in the park.
Yep, so Disney released a beignet recipe. We'll link that below, but that one has a lot of ingredients and it's pretty time consuming. So we are not going that route. We are doing the easy boxed version of beignets. So we bought this Cafe du Monde beignet mix. We got it on Amazon. It got here super quickly. So we are gonna use this, and you really only need like 4 ingredients to make these. So the mix, some water, flour, the canola oil to fry them in. They recommend cottonseed oil. We couldn't find that at our grocery store, so we're just gonna use canola oil. And then powdered sugar to go on top. So I guess 5 ingredients, but that's really all you need. And then of course, we have our little Mickey shaped cookie cutter here. We just got this at Target. So we're gonna use this to make them in the shape of Mickey. And yeah, that's it. So they're pretty easy to make. So we are going to mix this all up and get started, and we'll make some beignets.
Let's do it.
Okay, so like I said, not very many ingredients. It's super easy to make. So basically you're just gonna take 2 cups of this mix. So I have that here in this bowl. And then you are going to mix in 7 ounces of water. And that will make the dough. It says that this will make about 24 beignets. I think with the Mickey cutter, it'll make a little bit less than that, but we'll see how many we come up with. It's just the 2 of us, so we really don't need 24 of them. But we'll let you know kind of how many were made from this. So we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up, and then Jimmy is gonna come over here and roll it out with some flour so that we can start cutting them into the Mickey shape.
All right guys, so now I'm gonna grab the dough and put it on the cutting board here. You can use a wooden surface like this, or even your countertop if you just clean it. So we're gonna get a bowl of flour. It's important to use a lot of flour. I'm gonna sprinkle it all over. Get it on here. And I'm gonna take the beignet dough, put it down on the cutting surface. So we're gonna go like this, get it nice. It's almost like pizza dough if you've ever held pizza dough before. Get a nice, a nice ball like this. Should feel nice and tacky. You don't want it to be super sticky. If it's super sticky, you know you don't have enough mix. You're not using enough flour. Kind of work it out like that. Work it out like that. All right, so we're gonna grab a rolling pin now, we're gonna roll it out. However, you don't wanna roll it out too much, because in test runs that we've done, if you do it super thin, they won't puff up that much and they don't really look like the beignets that you're gonna see at the Mint Julep Bar. So I'm only gonna do a little bit of a roll here to roll it out so that they're a little bit thicker. All right. So now, I'm gonna take my nice little Mickey cookie cutter. I'm gonna start cutting them out. Boom. Put them on a nice plate here. All right, so the other ones came out a little bit thin, so I'm gonna make this one a little bit thicker. So, as you can see, there's about a ½ inch of dough when I cut these things out to get them more like the ones at the Mint Julep Bar. So I've got my thicker ones over here, I've got my thinner ones over here. We're gonna cut a few more out, and then we're gonna drop them in the oil. All right, so you wanna turn your burner on to high. Then you wanna take some canola oil. You want to dump it so it's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in a pot like this. You want something a little bit deeper so that when you throw the beignets in, they float. All right, so now we're gonna wait about 5 minutes for this thing to heat up, and then we're gonna drop our beignets in. All right, so we're gonna take our beignets now, and we're gonna drop them in the oil very carefully. You'll start to see them float after a while. starting to puff up as well. Flip them a little bit. So they get a nice golden brown. Just check them every little bit, keep them moving around. I need to get that nice golden look. We're almost there. Just keep moving them so they don't burn on any side. All right, these look pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is grab them, strain them out, put them on a nice plate with a paper towel. So we don't lose any oil there. And there they are. You've got 4 nice beignets that are nice and crispy and flaky. They're ready to go. We're gonna take them and put some powdered sugar on them now. All right, guys, so you know when you go to the Mint Julep Bar, they always give you the beignets in a bag. You get them in 3 or sets of 5. I put 3 in here. My favorite part of getting beignets at the Mint Julep Bar is shaking up the bag. You've seen me in my videos before, giving the pro tip, you gotta shake the bag up. So here we go. All right. Same principles remain. Rip the sides. Roll down each side. So now you got a pouch. And check it out. A perfectly covered beignet. And I'm gonna go ahead and taste it. Wow, that's so good. These are amazing. Taste just like the ones in the park. Awesome, just made my day.
Okay, so this is our finished product of the beignets. They look pretty darn good. So I think there are, made about 15, so there's 15 on here. Well, 16 actually, because Jim ate one out of the bag. So we got 16 out of that amount of dough. So pretty good. They're, you know, a little bit smaller than the park just because our cookie cutter was a little bit smaller than they come from actual Disneyland. But all in all, I'm pretty darn impressed with how they look. I think we did a good job. So now we need something to drink with these. So next we are going to make some mint juleps. Okay, so now we are going to make our mint juleps. So we found a Disney recipe to make them just like they do at New Orleans Square in Disneyland. So we have all of our ingredients here. Creme de menthe, sugar, mint, cherries, lemon, and then some limeade and some lemonade. So the first step is to mix the sugar with some water and boil that. So we're gonna head to the stove and do that first, and then we'll take you through the rest of the steps.
All right, so we're gonna bring a large pot to a boil right now. We put 8 cups of water in there. I've got 3 cups of sugar here. We're gonna dump it in here until it completely dissolves, stir it up. All right, so we're gonna stir up this sugar. It's starting to melt down, become clear. It's almost there. All right, looks good. So we're gonna take this now and we're gonna dump it into a big pitcher.
Okay, so we brought that water and sugar mixture to a boil, and then we let it cool for a little while and poured it into this pitcher, and now we are going to add our other ingredients. So the first thing we're gonna do is add 1 cup of this creme de menthe. We got this on Amazon as well. We couldn't find it in our local store. So we ordered this as well. So we're gonna add that in here. So we'll give it that nice green color. And then we have 1/3 of a cup of limeade concentrate. So we just got this from the frozen section at our grocery store. And then also 1/3 of a cup of lemonade concentrate. It's the same thing, just lemon. So we are gonna mix this up. The recipe says you can also add in green food coloring. That'll just give it more of that green color. We don't have any of that, so we're just gonna have it be this color, which actually I think is pretty nice. It's pretty green. So,
it's green.
Yeah, not bad. So we are going to put this in the refrigerator and let it cool completely, and then we will do the final steps and pour it into our cups and give it a try. Okay, so we let this cool for quite a while. We put it in the freezer so it would cool faster. And now that it is cool, we are going to pour this over ice. Ooh, it smells minty. It smells so good. All right, and then we are going to add some mint to both of these. I'm gonna do it like they do at the bars. All fancy. And then we will add a lemon. And a cherry. And that is going to be our mint julep.
Wow.
All right, let's give it a try. Here. You can have the green straw.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. This is really good. It's definitely minty. It honestly tastes exactly like it does at the parks.
That's awesome. I'm gonna try mine.
This is a good recipe. Definitely would recommend this.
Oh yeah,
What do you
that's
think?
really good. Wow.
So now we have some mint juleps, some beignets, and we are going to have a nice night. All right, so that was our experience of cooking beignets and making mint juleps at home. I think these turned out great. They both taste almost exactly like they do at the park. So this was nice to have a little piece of the park at home while it's closed. We will link the recipes below that we use so that you can click on those and try them at home. So definitely give them a try. One thing that I think would be so good is to mix some different like seasonings in with the powdered sugar for the beignets, kind of like they do at the park. You could do like pumpkin, peppermint, chocolate, and make kind of the seasonal ones. So I think I'm gonna try that next time now that we know how to make these. But if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel, click that bell so that you get notified when we post future videos, and also leave a like and a comment below. We are also on Instagram at Mickey's Munchies, so make sure to head over there and follow there as well. And we will see you next time for another cooking video at home.